Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to install paddle shifters on your Alfa Romeo Giulia. This method should work for all the models from 2017 to 2023. For this, what you will need is, of course, a pair of paddle shifters and the steering wheel, lower steering wheel column, which is under your steering wheel. These are the two main parts. The rest of them are just screwdrivers and some minor stuff that you can find anywhere. The main thing that you need for this fix is of course paddle shifters, which you can find usually from eBay. The parts, the prices for the parts have gone up recently. I saw some videos that people were saying they bought it for 200 bucks, which now it seems impossible. I was able to grab these out of a part out Alfa Romeo Giulia for almost 400 US dollars. And that was the best price that I could find for these. Apart from this, the lower steering wheel column has the same issue. I could not find it, so I had to improvise, and I had to make holes in the existing steering wheel column to fit the paddle shifters. It's not the best thing, but in a situation like this, that's what you can do. So that's pretty much the introduction that I wanted to say for this video. I hope that you find this information useful. Without further ado, let's jump into the next part. Now, if you have an Allen key for your Torx screws, that will help you. That'll help you a lot to have an easier installation process. But let's say you don't have it, you're kind of in a similar situation as me. That's why I bought this Torx 20 screw as a magnetic tool, because not only I can open those screws under the steering wheel, I can also hold the T8 screws like this. Now, this is going to help me a lot when I'm trying to put this screw inside this little hole, because this is much more difficult when you are opening the steering wheel and trying to fit the screw in, and it's going to probably drop out of your hand, or your hand may not fit in there. So this will help it to put it inside the hole like this. Yeah, as you can see, even without the steering wheel, it's a little bit difficult to put it here, but at least I'm not dropping it, right? So once you put it inside the hole, now you can easily tighten it with your screwdriver. Now here in the trunk, there's your battery, and the negative terminal is on the right side. So what you're gonna do is to remove that negative terminals. Now at this step we are inside the car, and as I mentioned, the first thing is to remove the steering wheel column, which is where your Torx T20 goes, and you can see under the steering wheel there are two holes basically. This is one and this is another. These two holes have this screw inside them, and what you're gonna do is to just unscrew this. After you unscrew it, and this part took me some time, yes, the first time it's gonna be more difficult. You're gonna have to remove the lower steering column, right? To do it, I suggest that you push here under the blinker. Just push a little bit, and as you see, it's gonna get detached easily. And do it as gentle as you can so that you don't destroy anything. But that's basically it. The next step is to just remove this steering wheel column. Now, after you remove the steering wheel column, under the steering wheel, there are 3 sockets, these ones. What you're gonna do, you're gonna have to disconnect them. It's a fairly simple process. And after that, you can mount the paddle shifter. So I couldn't show you the removal process because I need both my hands, but I just showed you how you can do it. And the paddle shifters, once it's fitted, I recommend just putting 1 screw so that it's stable, and then doing the rest of them. If you're alone, that's the best way. If you're not alone, then someone can hold the paddle shifters for you, but it's no big deal, you can do it yourself. In the middle of installation process, I discovered that there are 2 big screws with a cross shape that are attached to the steering wheel. This was not mentioned in wherever I was reading about it, so it's right here. These 2 need to be removed for the paddle shifters to mount correctly. I guess you can do it without these, but as you can see, this is not intended to be out and then you install paddle shifters on top of it. So I removed these, and I'm going to also install these after I install the paddle shifters too. So here's the final result with the paddle shifters mounted. I had some trouble with the bottom screws, so if you have an Allen wrench for Torx screws, that would help you a lot. Next step is to install the bottom steering wheel column, but since I could not find something for paddle shifters, I am going to just cut this, and I'm going to show you how. So here's the lower steering column, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create some space for the paddle shifters. So to create some space, I found these measurements. I hope that they are correct. We're gonna figure it out. But what I found is that 1.5 inches from approximately 1.5 inches from the top, and from here I'm just going to continue this part. It's about, I think, 1 inch or 9/10 of an inch to the right. So this is how I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut it from here 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to cut it all the way back to here. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a very beautiful cut, but I will share the results with you. Here's the final result. I'd say it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's not like a genuine part, but considering the circumstances, I think it looks pretty decent. So in this step, once you're in the car, you pull up Multiecuscan, you start the car, but not start the engine, just start the car, and connect your OBD cable to the car. Once you hit unconnect, it should work. All right, the vehicle is properly configured, and yes. So at this point, you go to the adjustments. You select where are the paddle shifters. Steering wheel paddles. It's here. It says not present. We're gonna execute this. Change it to present. Okay. And it asks for your confirmation. Say yes. So after making the paddle shifters present, you just go at the top and click on the proxy alignment procedure. Then you click on execute. Now before you do that, you read the notes that it is mentioning. Before doing that, also I want to mention that you need these two cables, the gray Fiat cable and the blue cable. So sorry, once you have these two cables, then press on Y to do the proxy alignment. Now at this point it's asking me to connect the blue cable. That's what I'm gonna do. I've connected the blue cable, so I'm gonna press on Y. It's gonna continue. Now again, it's asking to connect the gray cable, and that will be the next step. I've connected the gray cable. I'm gonna press on Y. So at this point it's giving me a bunch of warnings, but I would assume that this is normal and it's gonna go away once the whole process is finished. Now it's completed. It's asking me to turn the key off. So I am going to do that. So I'm going to turn the key off. Press on Y. And I guess that's it. So let's start the car and see. Don't mind the tire pressure message I have. It's because I don't have TPMS sensor on my tires. But let's check and see if we have the paddles working. Put it on drive. Now paddles are working beautifully. That is basically it for what you need to do to install the paddle shifters. If you have the lower steering column for the paddle shifters, the last step would be to install those. Alright, so here's the moment of truth. We're gonna see if this part is going to fit. I'm going to skip because I need both hands, just like the other parts. But basically the procedure is fitting this into the upper steering column and see if it's gonna fit. So here we are. The next morning I decided to shoot this video in the morning so that you guys can clearly see what's happening. So as far as I can say, the steering wheel column is fixed. There is, if you notice, there is a little small gap here, which is not properly attached to the upper part. But I tried as much as I could, and this is the best that I could get out of it. So I suspect that the steering wheel column that you buy for the paddle shifters is going to fit much better than this approach that we did by just putting holes in the lower part. But it makes the job done for now. I will recommend to buy the actual part for the paddle shifters, and I will replace this once I find it online. Apart from that, everything else is good. The paddle shifter feeling is very nice. It's one of the best ones that I've experienced in any sports car. So I guess Alfa did a great job putting these paddle shifters, and you can see that it works beautifully. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that the information was useful for you, and thanks for watching.